Thank you all for joining me today. I will be playing Elden Ring. Let's get started. So yeah, my first job was for one of the neighbors. Lived on a farm. They had a bunch of different birds, meat birds. So started off with just chickens. That later expanded to ducks and geese as well. So I was not the greatest at that job. I'll explain it right now because I've got small hands. Basically, what we had to do was there's a kind of like almost an assembly line thing where one person grab the birds, then there'd be a bunch of people carting the birds from the grabber to the truck, and there'd be people on the truck that would put them in cages to be transported. I know there's gonna be a lot of people saying, "Yeah, that's awful." Like, yeah, that's how it all is. It's awful. Yeah, grab. And yeah, depending on the time of year, different amount of birds can be put in cages because that's how much they could survive before they would die from the heat. I'm not sure what the exact term for that is. But let me grab my souls here. The exhaustion heat stroke, one of them. So I think in the winter it'd be 8 birds, spring and fall would be 10 birds, and then winter would be 12 birds, fall and spring would be 10 birds, and then in the summer would be 8 birds per cage. So then this gets me to the Sako before. Like in the winter, that's when I started my job. I was completely fine. I can hold about 4 birds in a hand. In the spring and fall, it was okay because I could do 4 birds in the hand, then you squeeze them together, you could fit like another 2. But in the summer, I just could not do it. Eventually, got to a point, like, I think there was a bunch of neighborhood kids. By neighborhood, I mean, like, the whole friggin' area, because there's, like, when you live in the countryside, there's very few, like, kids in your area. Like, I think the nearest person my age was... It was a good, like, 45-minute bike ride away. Mind you, like, I was a kid, so my legs aren't that big. But I was still like 12 years old or something. It's grade 6, yeah. Not death. Anyways, yeah, so it was actually decently nice because the owner of the farm would pick everyone up in his truck and like they would take care of travel. I don't even know about this area. So, for a 12-year-old, work picking him up and dropping it off. That was pretty nice. Anyways, yeah, the reason why I stopped working there was about just another path. I make it. I know if I jump, I got chain now. So I was Loodle disappearing. There's so many paths I didn't know about down here. Let's see. All these guys here, they're actually, enemies, I want to say. Like, they aren't hostile, so I'm not going to hurt them. Well, that one is. I actually think I might need a new shield here. Let's see. Equipment. I know, like, these old small shields are actually really good for just straight up parrying. I don't have the strength of this. Okay. That one's just a lot worse for fire and lightning. Well, that's darn a shame. Anyways. I don't like attacking stuff that aren't hostile to me. I know sometimes you have to. That's just not my thing. Like doing it. That's where it came from. That would be death. Alright. Over here? Question mark? No. So, yeah, first job. Why I quit. Yes, let's go back. Sorry, my mind is everywhere. Let's see, it's just the proper way down. Thank you. Hold up. I'm a little confused. Oh, no, it was okay. Cool. Go there. Here. Is that it? That's just a loop. How are you supposed to actually get that? Can you make it from the other side, maybe? I don't see any messages over here, so I don't think you can get from over here. Anyways, first job. Yes, Luke, go back. Finish your train of thought. First train of thought is heal up. Go the actual way it was the first time. Why I quit? So, two major reasons. So, first thing was how we disposed of the chickens that wouldn't be sold. So, if the truck filled up and there's like not enough for another truck to come in, then what they would do is, or what you're supposed to do, is a method called thumping. Basically, take a blunt object or hit them against the blunt object. Concuss the brain, killing them instantly, no pain, I think. I don't actually know. Anyways, I could not do it. Like, I couldn't stand to do it. I just can't kill things. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot just kill animals for the sake of killing them. Even if it's have to, or put them out of their misery. A lot of times you'd see something that needs to be, put down while you're on a farm. Quite a lot, actually. Like one time there was a deer that got tangled up in a barbed wire fence. There was no saving it. And I'm not really going to go more into that, but it had to go. There's barn animals that get got by, they say, chickens, because we had chickens on our farm. It's like hens. The amount of times, with a weasel, a raccoon, a skunk, something like that would get into the pens, start serial massacring all of the animals. You have to. Any things that you were suffering, you have to put out of the misery. One thing a lot of people don't realize is that most animals eat each other alive. If it's dead, they don't want it, because they could be, harboring diseases and stuff. Bit backstab. I don't think he could, go through that doors. I thought I might be able to get backstab off there. Give me your loot. Anyways, yeah. The other thing that caused me to quit that job was, in the summer, when I was already getting on their nerves because I couldn't work as well as the other people because of my small hands, which were even smaller when I was 12. Oops. Okay, no death. So when one of my friends was putting the chickens that they had into cages, his hand got caught, and it kind of ripped off like the whole layer of skin on his finger. As got caught, he pulled. So I had to take him into basically the house to get him bandaged up and stuff. What is that? And so, I walked with him there. Then I walked back. And if you've done farm work, you already know what I did wrong. The keyword is I walked, and that was not acceptable for them. Expect hot hustle everywhere, max energy, and I'm just done with it. I'm not gonna put up with that. They already didn't like me. I think they just wanted me to leave. Might have been that.